Extreme cope, yes. Was that black pill thought you had while you were happy earlier? I don't know. It's kind of fucking brutal. I don't know. I don't really want to think about it now. I don't know. The whole thing is fucking stupid. I already got my thoughts out before the stream related to it. Plus, the shit I can't talk about on here. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. I just have a weird, I have a weird mental problem. It could be autism. Who knows? Maybe I am slightly on the spectrum after all. But I just hate a lack of. I hate gray areas. I hate things being left open. You know what I mean? I like to know exactly where people stand. I hate any implications I'm being lied to or treated with kids' gloves because of, I don't, never mind. I can't even say because, that'll confirm what I'm talking about. But Real Seeker, thanks. Yeah, but I don't know. Let's just say, I was probably going to write some shit that I might regret. I'm still thinking I'll probably write something just because it's like, I don't. Ghosting is not in my nature. It is not in my nature. I'd rather detonate a fucking nuclear bomb than do the opposite, than just like walk away and say nothing. I gotta be smart about it, is the only thing. I just gotta be smart about it. That's my problem. Is that the only thing that's not manly is the too much emotional. I'm the type of guy who likes to twist the knife, so to speak. Me and my brother are the same in that way. Or if you feel we're slighted, you gotta double down the opposite direction. You know what I mean? The problem is if someone doesn't think they've wronged you in some way, then it makes it seem like you're the bad guy, right? But I don't know. It is what it is. Say the words in case it's clipped. You know what I mean? The point is, I just want to make clear, like, listen, without saying words, there you go, right? That's it. Phase out the conversation, act disinterested, and eventually it will die out, not ghosted. No, that's basically the same thing, though. Because in my head, we're already basically at that point. We're already at the phase out point, but it's not natural. I don't want to fucking say certain quotes, but I made the pen pal comparison before, and that's basically where it's like, okay, this is like way too much fucking, it's a slight. I've been slighted twice. We'll put it at that. And you guys know if someone fucks with me, then I can't let it go. At least not without letting someone know that they fucked with me. Getting ghosted by even friends is unfortunately normal nowadays. They think it's not insulting. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. Listen, this is a reason why I have no friends, okay? Because, first of all, I don't want to be friends with the vast majority of people because I don't like people. But also, because you can only be my friend if you meet my requirements, okay? That's it. That's how it goes. You got to meet the friend requirements. And if those involve ignoring me, then fuck you. That's it. Go fuck yourself. That is, even though there isn't much we can do to help you in this situation, I hope the situation either works out for you two or ends peacefully. Yeah, I mean, end peacefully would be fine. I just, again, if I was a different person, Devin obviously agrees with the whole, basically just the ghost option, but that's just not me, man. I just can't do that. It'll linger on my head for too long. You know what I mean? Especially because chat would bring it up constantly. So it's like, I'd rather just be like, okay, either we're done here or maybe there's some other explanation. But at least me talking about it like this, you guys already know it's probably done. You know what I mean? It's done. What? Selki. She's not that fucking stupid. I made it pretty clear from the beginning that, and I'm pretty sure she understood. There was no audience to gain from me. If anything, she stood to lose, which, you know, the whole, it was a mod for a Nazi thing. Yeah, I'm sure some of you saw that. I thought I brought it up. Pretty sure I did. You know. Do you think it was her friends that made her change her mind? Dude, I can't say my theory without getting in trouble, okay? I don't know. Let's just say, okay. Let's think about it this way. I'll try and say it in the least judgmental way I can think of. Say hypothetically. No, I don't think I can say it without being judgmental. There's no way, because the implications. Because the implications. There's no way. Explain in breakers terms. Let's say that you're poor and you can't find the key in C. And there's no radar in any of the chests. No. It's just... It's probably an attention thing. We'll just put it at that. Let's say, hypothetically, you needed attention during a certain period of time. Then all of a sudden, you get all these deals. You get a massive amount of support from all the anti-woke people. You have people take you to their bunker. There's the fish tank sponsored thing. All this success back to back. You know, do you need some random, you know, chud, Nazi, incel, whatever the fuck's attention on the internet? Dude, there's no fucking... You fucking retards. That was never a fucking... Listen, I know my fucking Patreon subscriptions were leaked by me being a retard. That I do not like that type of stuff. Okay, I've listened. Listen, I don't want to say anything. She hasn't told me anything specific, but based on things she said about back problems, ketchup on the desk, you know, saw her hands, etc., etc. Obviously, you know. But no, I'm not. No, I'm not into that. I'm not into that, guys. Sorry, I'm not. I've been around obese people before. I told my airline story. Or flying to Ohio and back. I told that before. That was not good. That makes sense. If anything, she'd respect you more for being the first one in the circle to support her. You were the first one to lift her up. Well, I didn't make a video. I didn't offer any deals. Didn't tell you guys to... Well, I would never tell you guys to subscribe or give her money or anything like that. I'm definitely not that type of person. But... yeah, I didn't give her anything tangible, and at the end of the day, you know, I mean, that's arguably what matters, right?
The next day.
Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier, but I'll reiterate, no, I did not write the message I was talking about last time. I just decided it wasn't worth it. That's it. You know, it is what it is. If she reaches out to me, depending on the tone of the message, maybe I'll say something. But if not, fuck it. You know, it is what it is. It's done. It's not worth any potential drama to say some shit, but yeah. Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's for the best. It's not in my nature. It's really not in my nature. I'm the type of guy like, oh, you've wronged me, especially I consider wronged me twice in this case. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking, you know, at least say something. I won't necessarily be a dick, because I don't necessarily think it was done with bad intentions. But, yeah, people normalizing this whole ghosting thing is kind of fucking disgusting, I'll be honest. Was there some kind of disagreement that led to ghosting? No. No, I explained it last time. She's getting her attention elsewhere. It's that simple. It's that simple, man. So, you know, talk to her before you become chibi. John, were you not listening to what we just said, retard? K poster doesn't mean anything. Lives in a bunker. It's not a real bunker, tard. It's basically someone's basement. Came out of the woodwork and blew up after 2021-22. She literally has had a channel longer than I have. She's been doing it for 6 years. So the only one that's a fact is her posting on K before. The other two you couldn't even get correct. That's not a good look. The bunker is a meme term. It's a different scenario. Also, I told you that there was no fucking romantic inclinations with this whatsoever. You just wanted a buddy. Well, it would have been nice. I already said this before. It would have been nice to have a real YouTuber who is in my corner, who I could talk to sometimes about stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I can't help but feel some of this is related to career shit. I definitely, I don't know. I'll never know. I don't give a fuck. All I know is, you know, if I mysteriously get a response to all my messages after over a week, I'll definitely have to hold back the desire to say what I really want to say. I thought it was a month. Dragzilla, the drama only happened 5 weeks ago. How could it be a month? And I've only been talking about this for a few days. Five weeks is a month? Dude, please tell me you guys aren't this retarded. Holy shit. That wasn't even close to what we were talking about. What Dragzilla was saying is he thought she hadn't responded to me in a month. I was saying it was a week. It was a week twice. So it was really 2 weeks. It was a week and then one response. I responded back. And now it's been another week and she hasn't responded to that response. But the drama happened 5 weeks ago. Busy woman living in bunkers and shit, fish tank deals, etc. While she's the only woman in your DMs, I doubt the reverse is true. Okay, that's fair on one... It's fair that she has a lot more people to talk to than me. But what isn't fair is it's a fucking week. Like, she's not doing... Listen. She stays up later than I do, or she did. She was staying up till the sun fucking came up. That's what she told me. Who the hell is up at 6 a.m.? Like, what? There's no fucking way. No, this is purposely ignoring my messages. Do not fucking question that for a second. Usually when girls don't answer for a week, it means they're asking for more attention. You should have kept messaging. Ultimate Chad, are you a troll? The amount of retarded shit you've said on here is like too damn high. No, she clearly doesn't give a fuck. It's just that simple. I almost got timed out because it's because she doesn't really care. Yes. To her, you're just words on a screen. True, but I'm words on a screen that she's given too much. I'll put it that I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not implying anything. But she has given me too much. Way too much. If people backstab me, I'm going to be pissed off and think about it until I either get my revenge or settle the matter. That's how I've been my entire existence. Do you want to... You can ask Devin. Ask Devin. If I'm wronged, I will seethe about it until the matter is resolved. That is just how I've always been. You were nice guying to her too hard and she got repelled as women usually do. Given some of the things I said, probably not. I don't think it's it. Yeah, well, I'm not going to say what I said because, again, there's things I know that I would never say because I'm not a bad person. But I know things that I shouldn't know, especially someone like me. But I mean, it's not like she had any way of knowing that I'm that type of guy. But yeah. Keep thinking about that one super chat that said she's too well fed. Yeah, that was funny. I couldn't help but laugh at that. Was the obese part of Freudian slip? No, the other part was. Believe it or not, the other part was. The second part. I actually don't know how much she weighs for certain by any stretch. But the other part, I do know. For how much she weighs. That's a good idea. That should be the first thing. If she messages me back, I'll just like, hey, how much you weigh? Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Krusty. I mean, based on everything she said, I think it's safe to assume that she's, well, bare minimum, she's overweight. That's obvious, but I mean, I don't know how overweight. You break her trust, there's a chance you still stay friends. For what? To be someone's pen pal that messages me maybe once a week about pretending to care about shit? Yeah, fuck that. Why would I give a fuck about that? Let's be honest. Whoa. She would leak the DMs? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Because I would stand almost nothing to lose. She definitely has more to lose than me. We'll say that. I've already, I mean, I saved him. I'll just say it. I mean, I don't think that's bad to say, but I have them. You know, I saved them all. No drama, Car. There's no drama. There's no fucking drama. Specifically, the whole point of this is I'm not going to message. But if she messages me, then yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what she says. That'll depend on how I respond. Guys, it's the fucking attention thing. Let's be real. I already explained the scenario last time. I'm sure some of you weren't here. The situation was, nobody's in her corner. She's living in the ghetto. She's gotten in all this fucking drama recently. One of her friends stopped being her friend, a male friend of hers stopped being her friend because he got a girlfriend. And, me and her resolved the drama somewhat amicably after the second, mini drama part. But then, when the Vice News thing escalated, all the anti-woke YouTubers came to her defense. Shit ton of people made videos about her supporting her. She, had some of her friends let her live with them once she got doxxed. Then she got the fucking deal with Fish Tank. She's doing, all this shit, right? Like, why the fuck would she need to talk to me? It's just that simple. It's that cold, calculated. It's just that. It's not that complicated. Did I say Shark Tank again? I meant Fish Tank. You know what I mean? Whatever. I don't watch Fish Tank. It's just a joke about that, Spriggy. What deal with Fish Tank? She's sponsored by them or something. She's been doing streams of them. She didn't tell me details because she stopped talking to me around that time, but she said something like she originally was going to be a shoutcaster or whatever for it. I don't think that ended up going through. I'm not sure, but she's streaming it and she's part of it, I guess, or something. I have no idea. Lose hope then. She might be busy like you're saying. Women get overwhelmed easily, not trying to force white pills. Bro, it's a fucking text. You're pulling the same shit like my mother says, where my mom's working, so she doesn't have time to text her children, even when it's something important. No, that's bullshit. That's complete fucking bullshit. Say hypothetically, all those new bridges she's made catch fire and burn. Now she comes back for your aid. How easily will you fold? I ain't folding. Hell no. Are you kidding? Well, yeah. Well, Brendan, the short version is she took a week to respond to the message before my last one, and now it's been another week since she responded to my last message. So I'm just like, okay, well, clearly you don't give a fuck anymore. That's fine. Whatever. I just think it's cringe. I think it's extremely fucking cringe to do that type of shit. Expect to get along with any fucking YouTuber at this point. It's just, I have no reason to believe, like, it's just like the parasocial thing I tell you guys with chat. Like, I'm not going to meet any of these other YouTubers in real life, so why would I really be their friends, honestly? I really should have taken my own advice on that. Send any more messages, ban on, whatever, however you say your name. That would be the ultimate mistake. That would be a mega mistake. I actually think the random VTuber you met through Discord was a friend. Bruh, you have 0 friends. You wouldn't even know what a friend was if they slapped you in the face with their dick, which you probably taken up your ass a few times. Like, when was the last platonic relationship you had with a woman? I guess high school. I mean, shit. I mean, that's most of my... Any interactions with a woman that weren't strictly, you know, like, greeting or professional in some fashion was basically since high school. You know, I wouldn't count my mother, obviously, but yeah. Wouldn't have? Did you not watch his fucking anti-fetish videos? Dude, Medicare used to bully the shit out of everybody. How delusional are you? You don't think you would bully VTubers? Medicare made a career on making fun of anyone who's slightly weird. You think he wouldn't make fun of women pretending to be anime girls on the internet? You know nothing about Mr. Medicare then. I watched back in the Internet Aristocrat days. I watched his early Mr. Medicare days. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, retard. She wasn't a friend, but she just saw you as an acquaintance to interact with from time to time. Yeah, but it wasn't from time to time before. That's the point. She went out of her way to interact with me most of the time. Again, I'm not going to show proof. But almost every time, she went out of her way to talk to me because it's obvious she needed someone to talk to, and now she doesn't. She has other people better than me to talk to. That's the whole point of this conversation. Constantly doing vile things in their community, the Medicare should on VTubers. Does taking advantage of lonely men and, you know, milking their wallets dry count as doing bad things? Do you think Mr. Medicare supports or would support lonely men, you know, coping with anime girls online, you know, pretending they're their girlfriends and shit? I mean, legitimately. I don't know how you could possibly cope that Medicare wouldn't have made fun of VTubers back in the day. That's crazy, man. Like, it's just, I mean, I know it's been over 10 years since Gamergate, so people don't really remember, but yeah, trust me. Black pills you spew, I thought you would know. No woman online, especially a face streamer, seriously trying to be a friend. She's never going to be your friend. Okay. Draconarius, I vaguely agree with what you're saying. I mean, I agree with that on principle, but think of it this way. I'm not going to psychoanalyze this situation because it's not worth it. But me as a logical man, I knew she had nothing to gain. So that's the way I figured in my head. I'm like, okay, clearly the only reason she's reaching out to me is because she wants to talk to me. Like, literally, you're not getting synth cells as simps or pay piggies because, one, they fucking hate you, which I said to her multiple times. And I also said I wouldn't even encourage that. But also, what was the other thing I was going to say? I don't know. I don't want to, I can't reveal the type of shit we're talking about, obviously, because that would be fucked up, make me a bad person. But just given the nature of, there were a lot of messages, okay? When I sat down to get all of them, it took me a long time to scroll through all of them. I actually was very shocked how much we even talked over the course of, you know, like 3 weeks. It was a shit ton. So I know women like talking a lot, but for me, that was an absolute shit ton. I can't remember the last time I've even done anything like texting somebody that fucking long. Definitely forever. There's always something to gain. No, there isn't. There's a lot to lose, is what there is. I mean, she got painted as. Remember, there was someone saying, "Oh, she's a longtime moderator of an open Nazi." Yeah. She actually had more to lose by far, I'd say, than to gain by associating with me, which I also said. Tried to exploit your audience. No, she didn't. She then realized we couldn't be exploited, and then she left. It's that simple. That's not even close to the timeline of what happened. This is why I'm calling you retarded. She literally talked to me back and forth daily for 2 weeks after that happened, which you would know if you were listening to the conversation, but you were too busy, I don't know, listening to the voices in your head that are telling you to kill yourself, which maybe you should listen to. Actually, I'm starting to think. But no, that's not what happened, even close. It was more business-oriented than friend-oriented. You kinda. Could have said that and cleared up all the gossip and chat around this way earlier, lol. Yeah, I mean, it was... I'd say a lot of it was business-oriented because we mostly just talked about YouTuber stuff, yeah. I'd say. Mine was the Real Game Awards, Drunk Doomer Hour, funny idea. Everyone but a few Parasocial fans didn't take it seriously. Parasocial fans shielded it hard. It almost happened. Chat purge, then now. I guess that's like a super short summation, I suppose. Are there no pair super chats? Ricardo got banned last time. I might unban him possibly, but he was severely annoying me. It's just not meant to be. I can't be friends with people who, you know, don't care. If you don't give a fuck, just say you don't give a fuck, you know? It's that simple. I can't do this shit. Like, it's like, nah, I can't do this shit. I would rather just fucking be completely apathetic or hate. There's no like pretending to care shit. I just can't do that. That's horrible to me. I'm and gay, be true to ourselves. Exactly. I hate fakeness. I fucking hate fakeness, man. I just like, people just don't want to deal with conflict, especially women. So I understand it. I understand the logic. But me, I'm very conflict oriented. I mean, you know this. If something pisses me off, I gotta say what I want to say immediately. That's why it's so against my nature to say nothing. You know? And technically, I'm not saying nothing. There's literally nothing stopping any one of her fans from clipping this part of the stream and sending it to her. They could. I stand by everything I said. It's just, I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. I have loose lips, and I knew eventually I would slip on some stuff. And who knows, maybe I'll regret it. I might wake up to a message tomorrow, and it's like, listen, this time I feel a lot more justified. A lot more justified than last time. And I truly think she doesn't give a fuck anyway, so it's like, what's even gonna happen, you know? The best thing would be to not reply even when she messages you. Time to move on. This stuff has been talked about for long enough. Time for new drama, or better yet, no drama. If there is a hostile message, I will be replying. But the not replying if it's just normal response to my stuff, then yeah, I don't know. You might be right. You told his fan about the chat's cringe behavior. You told us he agreed with you about Kirsha drama. Now he backstabs you with another void. Strange. Is evil preying on a man's weakness to women to have him burn a bridge with another man? I mean, I'm just assuming he didn't think that it would get back to me because the stream only had 80 views, but one of you guys just so happened to be watching and sent me the clip in an email. And I'm like, oh man, yeah, that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. I'm just saying. Having a bridge burning or just poking fun about quasi-gay food. Nah, listen, you can listen to how it was said if you'd like, but it was it was in bad taste. Always a Sincel watching, we are legion. Yeah. Acting as if talking shit about Fuda is a betrayal, who cares as long as Fen doesn't say I regret associating with that guy. And he was being a dick though. I don't really care about saying the whole saying Fuda is gay thing. Like, it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. And again, his bitch friend, the woman, and him just going along with her, I don't know, retardation was again, it put a bad taste in my mouth. What if he knew the women way longer and he just didn't want to start an argument live on air? Okay, but I mean, again, me and Devin helped him. Mostly me. I don't really count Devin. It's not his channel. But I helped him, streamed with him multiple times, and he's just talking shit about me with his buddies when he had nothing. I mean, are you serious? I sure as hell hope you wouldn't do that to somebody, you prick. I'm just not done. I don't know. Again, I said too much. It's probably gonna end up starting shit. If it doesn't start shit, she's definitely not gonna talk to me now, but I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe it gets to her, maybe it doesn't. All I know is yeah, I don't like this. Doesn't start anything. Well, I honestly don't stand much to lose. I don't give a fuck if her fans shit on me or whatever. I mean, at this point, the only thing I care about is whether or not I get banned, and there's no way she could get me banned. So, you know, it'd just probably be more gay drama. I've been getting a lot of that. I don't like the gay drama. I'd prefer we don't have that, but it is what it is. According to Rocket Power Jezza, there's synth cells in her VOD comments saying respond to synth. Ooh. Well, I don't know if she reads VOD comments, but if she's not responding after that, well, that really means she's not responding on purpose. That's for sure. Who knows? I'll never know. I'm not going to write the message. I already said. I decided, you know, I slept on it. I'm like, it's not worth it. I ain't going to say anything. If she doesn't care, she doesn't care. Now, you know, me saying the shit I said today was a mistake, but I said it. How many times? I just, you know, I can't hold it back. Like my dad said, way too honest. It's got me in trouble plenty of times. It is what it is. Tim W. Hope creating excuses in my head why women weren't answering texts. The truth is women always find time if they're interested. Exactly, Kless. Exactly. That's what I was trying to explain to chat. I know some people want to believe that she's just really busy. I don't think so. She knows I stay up. I know she stays up. Literally till the sun comes up. Now, maybe that schedule changed when she moved into the bunker. But, no. She streams 5 hours a day, probably does some business shit, maybe responds to DMs with other people. That's her fucking work day. I mean, really? She ain't that fucking busy. Don't believe that shit. Doesn't even stream every day either. That's another thing. So, it was bullshit. She just doesn't care. That's the obvious answer. Be busy to the point where she doesn't have time to pee. Lol, everyone has at least 2 minutes. Exactly. It's fucking Discord is basically just text if you're not speaking over voice chat. If she cared, she'd find the time. Exactly. I just supposed to type with a Big Mac in one hand and ketchup bottle in the other. Fair. That's fair. I didn't quite think of that. Something that happened or not happen with the situation. Well, I hate to say it, you know me, I'd rather something did happen. Because I explained this last Doomer Hour. I, unfortunately, have this type of personality. Maybe it's autism. Maybe it's some weird, sick sense of justice. Or whatever the hell it is. Maybe justice is the wrong word. I don't like things that are undefined and open, you know? I feel like there needs to be a finality to things. Any gray areas? Fuck that. No gray. Things need to be clear. It probably is autism. I don't know. Because I don't think it's really connected with ADHD. It doesn't seem like it. If there's any sort of like, I need to know where people stand, what, like, in, you know, you get where I'm going with this. I'm too tired to really describe it in detail, but ghosting is finality? No, it isn't. Maybe if you're a complete mega pussy, which judging by some of your other messages, you probably are, and you call me sensitive. No, that's the faggot way. If you just stop messaging someone, you're a cowardly bitch. You can't say what you really want to say. I get it, like, yeah. % right. People like to overcomplicate the most simple shit. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm totally fine if she says something like, we just don't have that much common. I want to talk to you. Associating with you is bad for my career. You know, whatever. Say whatever shit. It's better than saying nothing. Infinitely better than saying nothing. I can handle it. Takes your attention and living rent-free. Being a normal person from the 2000s living in the 2020s here, no one knows proper manners is a pain. Yeah. I hate that it's normalized to ghost. I've never ghosted. Every single friendship that I stopped, I feel like it was clear why I did it. It was pretty clear. The only time I ghosted in recent memory was I kind of ghosted my old buddy David, who's trying to reach out again, but it was only because when I tried hanging out with him, it was with Devin and Thomas, and he got really drunk beforehand, and he was just starting shit. And so Thomas got really mad at him, and it was just so awkward. And I was just like, yeah, this is like, I can't do this. Plus, I already knew he was going more lefty anyway. I told you the story where he got mad when I said tranny. It was just like, I can't do that, man. If I can't say tranny around you, I can't be your friend. It's just that simple. Sorry. Can't do it. For women is not some new Zoomer thing. The only way women have ever been able to break anything off is if confronted. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to do anything unless she, for some reason, decides to respond to me after a bunch of time. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I mean, that's a lie because me talking about it is doing something indirectly because I'm live on the internet, and this, even though these streams are unlisted, anyone can clip anything I'm saying at any time, and if you have the link to the stream, you can always clip it afterward because I'm not going to immediately private it. So I'm not going to pretend like, oh, talking in front of, 800 people or whatever we're at. Yeah, 879. That's obviously not doing nothing. But the point is, I had to, it eats away at you, and you just got to say shit. I have loose lips. How many people have made videos about me, talking shit about me? All the people in her crowd already don't like me. What do you think could possibly happen if she made a video talking shit about me? Legitimately, I want you to explain to me what the consequences would be. Do you know how many videos there are about people who don't like me? I don't want you hurt. Well, too late. I'm 100% sure this is going to get to her. Hope this is not a big show for us to eat popcorn too. Yeah. Well, too late to take it back now. It's not autism to want things to be clear. Never let anyone tell you you're too honest. It's a cope to prevent themselves from being criticized. I am too honest, though. Sometimes I'm mean. I mean, I am a mean person. Let's be honest. I am. And it's not like I want to hurt people. I don't want to hurt people, even if I do it a lot. It's just, again, it's a defense mechanism. And time again, I am proven right for having that defense mechanism because, I'm nice and I get treated poorly. It's just that simple, It's better to be mean. Just tell these people to fuck off, Not mean, you're an echidna with his quills swollen. Yeah, the hedgehog's dilemma. The hedgehog's dilemma is my fucking life in a nutshell. That's exactly what it is. Can't get close to anybody without hurting them. That's it. Or I get hurt, for that matter. Friends have to agree with you on most topics. No point in being friends with someone you can't agree with them on important topics. I know. That's why I stopped being friends with them. Because, you know, they were becoming more racist against white people. And I'm just like, I ain't going to tolerate this shit. Friend backstabbed me. And when I confronted him, he kept making excuses and having his wife intercede. Like ghosting when someone's doing you wrong, they apathetically run away. Yeah, it's just like, whatever, man. It's fine. I would just like an answer, honestly. And what you can't take back what I said, you know, the whole obese and the hag shit or whatever. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I can't keep it in. I just can't keep it in. You say shit. You know, it's like I'd rather it just be over at this point. I mean, it basically already is over. She either says nothing or she confronts me. If she confronts me, I might escalate because that's just how I am. Or just nothing happens. I don't know. Dad right again. Without technology, this ghosting shit wouldn't exist. It feels like you've been treated lower than human being ghosted. It is bad. I mean, people like to pretend it's normal because it's been normalized, but haven't you guys learned that normalizing something is actually the problem? People try to normalize trannies, pedophilia, fucking all this horrific shit. Ghosting's not good either. Might not be as bad as those things, but it's not good. Did you expect things to go if she apologized? I mean, like I said, at this point it's over. I mean, I would just be like, well, I appreciate the apology, and then I'd apologize for the things I said, and then I'd be like, well, you know, we might as well just not talk anymore because I don't want you to feel any obligation to speak to me if you don't want to. You know, there's no forcing that, right? It's already over. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no like, I'm not going to believe any bullshit about it being some kind of, oh, I was busy. No, that's not what it is. We know that's not that. We know it's not that. Especially when I responded, when she waited a week to respond to me last time, I responded to her within 30 minutes, you know? So it's like, okay, obviously you're not responding on purpose because you don't care, which is whatever. It's fine. It's fine. But I'd rather you just tell me you don't care. But again, like, you know, we agree, me and chat all agree, that's women's nature to not confront the problem. Just ignore it till it goes away. Jazz UBC, I also think anyone here is the friend that doesn't have to text their friends first. I hate to say it, I'm the guy who people have to text me first a lot of times. I really am. Because I'm such a, you don't understand, I'm such an introvert. That's what I was trying to explain, is that Kirsha was texting me first almost every time. Like, it's pretty much every time over the course of like 3 weeks. Because I'm just that guy. Like, I don't want to bother people. 2, I like being by myself most of the time. I've always been that way. I'm the type of guy, like, I know I've admitted I have the weird fantasies with like yandere shit or just like the clingy girls. But if I actually had a clingy girl, I'd probably get sick of her. Let's be real. I'm the type of guy, I want to be alone most of the time. I'd probably get sick of that behavior and just be like, all right, bitch, leave me alone. You know what I mean? That's just me. I've always been that way. I'm just like my dad. My dad is exactly like that. I'm my dad's little fucking clone, basically. And that's exactly how my dad is. So I just know for a fact I would be that way. And thanks to 10 Australian. For Chuds in chat not getting it, she was the one who drowned him in conversation at the beginning. She'd know it's conspicuous that she stopped, but she did it anyway. You might be giving it a little bit too much credit how much she was thinking about it, but you're right. I mean, I told you, again, not revealing anything, but I recorded all of the messages, and it was probably hundreds over the course of 3 weeks. So, you know, suddenly one text after a week, and now another week, and there's no message back. Yeah, that's interesting. Again, she probably just doesn't fucking care, but that's why it bothers me, of course. She was super busy. Bare minimum should be, I'll write you back next week. My schedule's really busy right now. Basic decency. Yep. You think guys like Poir send her clips? Maybe if it's under a different account, but from what I understand, I think her Discord was private and still private. I think. Riata, thanks $2. Whatever you said, so true. Appreciate conversation sometimes. Did you never reach out first? I did reach out first. Probably a little bit over a week ago. Not too long before this whole situation that I'm talking about. Did you talk to her or start talking? That's what I said, DJ. She was talking to me first every time. Every time. I initiated one time because I'm like, I don't know, I felt kind of bad. That's about it. Or to cope, saying she was busy, just feels bad seeing the same thing happen to someone else. It is what it is, man. Like I said, I know chat will never believe me because, like, why the fuck would you care that a woman is just your friend? It's like, dude, I haven't had, like, a good friend in so long. Like, I know Thomas is my friend, but, like, he's Devin's friend. And Devin doesn't count. He's my fucking brother. Of course, my brother's always going to be my friend. I'll talk to Devin until the day I die, of course. Even if Devin moves away. Like, he always used to joke about moving away, never talking to mom again and stuff. Gee, I wonder why he would say that. But I would always talk to Devin. Always. But that's it. I mean, I don't have anybody else, really. So, I shouldn't have drank all those vodkas. I'm just realizing. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't a romantic thing because let's be real, you know, if I saw what she looked like, I probably wouldn't be attracted. I don't know for certain. I'm just being real with you. If I really saw her face right now, assuming based on like the factual things I know, I probably wouldn't be attracted. And you know, I knew that. But like I was totally down just talking to her about shit because we were having good conversations. It is what it is. Whatever, man. Also, lifeline / unburnt bridge, and when shit cooled off / looked up, you went back down the list of options, or she went down the list of options. Yeah. Were you expecting her to backstab you? Is that why you record her messages? Well, I was just saying in case she edited or deleted any. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, because the thing is, even though, again, I'm not a fucking asshole, if things did somehow turn against me, which I don't think is going to happen, but if things escalated to a certain degree, you got to have your ammo. That's just how these things work. I'm never going to release them if it's just like, okay, you know, one, she either ghosts me, or two, it's just like, you're a fucking piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. But if it's like, oh, I'm going to get banned over this, then I'm releasing the shit. I'm not going to get banned. But that's the hypothetical scenario is if I get banned from YouTube over this bullshit, I'm definitely releasing the DMs. I'm just saying. For what? Well, that's what I'm saying. I shouldn't. There's no universe. There's no hypothetical that would lead to me getting banned because that wouldn't make sense. So it shouldn't ever happen. But what if I need them to protect myself? Like, let's say, I don't know, if for some reason she lies and claims horrible stuff about me, at least I have the DMs. So I can show that I was very nice the whole time. It's just good, you know, it's just fucking, I have this to protect myself, you know? Have cards to play, be foolish otherwise. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's, as far as, you just have to be realistic, you know? I don't think there's any scenario where I have to release any, but it just makes sense to have them. I mean, why wouldn't I have them? You know? Now, should I have just admitted on stream that I have them? No. But, you know, I did. Australian. If she crashes out, then just look on the bright side. She get hit with a rocket strike any day now. God, don't feed into Draconar. Piece of shit. Probably caught wind that you were telling people she's more edgy than she lets on and got mad about that. I could see that. But I feel like I would have heard something. I don't know. You're right, though. That's possible. I'm not going to completely write that off as a possibility. Because I was saying that every time chat tried to say, you know, she's a grifter or whatever. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a complete answer, but it's possible. Listen, there's basically only two possibilities, right? Possibility one, she doesn't need my attention anymore, which I still think is the more likely one. Possibility two, she is distancing herself because of something I said. That is possible. Like, that is definitely possible. I'm not going to completely write that off. I tried to be as vague as possible, you know, but She has UBCS thanks to the two. Literally anything about her publicly lowers her social credit score. She might be trying to break off from you in the most silent way possible to prevent drama. That's what I'm saying. I could definitely see that. I could see that. I still think it's fucking gay, but it's possible. She's the type to say Asmongold is based if she hasn't already. Asmongold's like her fucking boss indirectly. He fucking co-owns Mythic. We've already talked about this before. From a woman's perspective, that is about the most innocuous thing she could do. You can't keep your mouth shut, sorry, and she can't afford this while she's hot. Oh, hot as in the drama. Still not right. Yeah, well, the thing is, never mind, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, I will say that's likely. That is likely. Oh, you don't even smile? Yeah. That's one of my favorite parts of 2049. Yeah. That you don't even smile. Yep. That scene hits hard. Girls literally said that to me in school. I think I've said this before. I'm pretty sure I have said it before. But there were girls who literally said that shit to me where it's like, why don't you smile? Like, I mean, if someone asked me that now, it's just like, I ain't got nothing to smile about in my life. Which I know is a quote or a reference, but I don't remember who said it. Corny, but Blade Runner 2049 just resonated with me instantly. Yep, same. I know. You have aliens, $5. Damn, also hate unresolved stuff. I guess the Kirsha Cunny arc will remain unresolved, left on a cliffhanger and on hiatus. Brutal. Well, I don't know. You know, if certain things I said these last few hours upset her, I don't know if it'll I don't know if it'll end on a cliffhanger. I guess we'll find out.
Hello, handsome. What a day, You look lonely. I can fix that. You look like a good Joe.